And you know, this is I think Brendan Rodgers up. You had Steve McMahon on the show yesterday, which I listened to, and he was brilliant. And he said he's the only one in Liverpool who doesn't quite get Brendan Rodgers. I wouldn't go as far as Steve McMahon and what he said, but I will say, as regards Brendan Rodgers, it's going to be a testing time if Steven Gerrard leaves.
Right. Recall, if you listened yesterday, the high point of the show, they weren't very many of them, I'll be honest with you, yesterday, but we had Steve on from Liverpool in the phone-in, and how can I describe him? Exuberant. And we needed it, and he was winding himself up. He sounded like you, Mickey, but a little bit louder, which is tough to imagine.
It is tough to imagine.
So Steve's back with us because we wanted to revisit, because he was previewing the AFC Wimbledon game against Liverpool for us, and I can't remember if he was predicting doom or not, because it just got so animated. Steve, welcome back.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Mick. You're right, mate. Ages an hour ago you said everything I wanted to say.
Oh, right. Well, thanks very much. Thanks for calling, Steve.
I was just thinking last night that if Gerrard wasn't there and scored them 2 goals, we'd have got beat 1-0. I think about the West Ham game a couple of years ago when we won the Cup without Gerrard, what would they have done? What about Gerrard for scoring that goal in Istanbul? There's so many things that we were talking this morning in the gym about Gerrard. Why we're pussyfooting about with this contract thing, making him feel unneeded, unloved, unwanted. It's a travesty what's going on. And I think of Mankillo last night. What was he doing? Every time he got the ball, he gave the ball away. And the thing about Balotelli, he's so deceptive, you know. He's slower than you think. And the other thing is, the other big guy, the 17-stone guy, well, Brendan Rodgers should employ him as a minder for Mignolet, in case Mignolet has to go near the ball.
Actually, that'd be fair enough. That's good.
Absolutely
Steve,
incredible.
Just talk us through you last night. Were you shouting at the telly?
Well, no, it wasn't really, because I was thinking we're going to get one, and sure enough, Mignolet comes and does the flat thing. Where he should punch, he tries to catch it. When he should catch it, he punches it. It's all the opposite way around with Mignolet. But the thing is, he did bring off 2 good saves, so, you know, you get him out in a bet on that one. But the thing is, I thought the Womble was their best player. No problem at all. And the other thing is, do you remember years ago when we used to have pretenders, the King, and one was a pretender? Well, Balotelli goes around the Liverpool dressing room, and he's a pretender. He goes, I'm not really a footballer, you know. He whispers to them. So the thing is, with now, well, I think Wisdom's gone on loan, is it? Rayner's gone, Kelly's gone, and we've got 2 fullbacks that are really not doing it.
Jordan Ives ripping it up for Derby.
Absolutely, I can't believe it. These guys should be there, and that's why I'm an unashamed critic of Brendan Rodgers. I call him the Tony Blair of the Premiership. He can say things, and what he does, it's all right. We're going to...
Mr. Labour's ever had 3 successive terms, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, your granny's cat would have won because the Tories were so unpopular. So I never buy that one.
Manager Liverpool's ever had.
I don't think... When I think I was brought up on Shankly, was brought up on Paisley and all the other guys, Kenny Dalglish, I just don't get this guy at all because of his permutations, and certainly over the Gerrard issue. Gerrard must feel as though he's unloved, and I hate that, because that guy doesn't want much. All he wants to do is have another little decent contract, even if he turns it down. Let him think as though he's needed, because for what he's done to for our club, we need guys like that. They're very special in people today.
Steve, do you know what? I'm glad we brought you back, just to let off steam, because we enjoyed you yesterday. Can I point out, you won your £100 worth of vouchers yesterday. You're definitely not getting it today. Sorry, mate. But thanks for coming back to us. We just wanted to revisit. Steve. We didn't want to leave you there. You were such a voice in the wilderness yesterday. We wanted to come back.
I tuned in and then tuned out, and I thought I heard Steve McMahon's. I thought it was Steve McMahon.
Do you know what? I wondered what you were banging on about.
Yeah, because I just tuned in. I heard McMahon's name being mentioned. Then I flicked back on. Steve was on talk, and I thought he's going for the Steve McMahon, and he go on, Steve. Go. And because he did speak very well, by the way, Steve.
You seriously think Steve McMahon's going to come on and start yelling down the phone like that?
I thought, my God, you don't hear from him very much, and he's gone for it. He's gone for it on TalkSport. Get the sound bites
out in Singapore.
Get them in the
news.
This
is how they host shows in Singapore.
Get them in the sports news.
I thought you were listening to something else.
I read the news today.